everyone, welcome back. This is Denise, and today I'm going to be using this paint set. And this is the Kissho paint for Japanese painting horn face Aya Ayami ink 20 colors. So I did get them off Amazon. I do believe that they were not $80 when I got them, but I've had these for quite a while. We'll say maybe a year and a half, maybe longer. So I'm thinking that tariffs are in that price too. But they're fun and they're kind of inky and they're very dark and moody, which is, I thought that would be fun to play in today. Since I have it, this is my year of pulling out all the things that maybe I have and maybe they haven't seen the light of day in a long time, or maybe I'm stuck on, you know, a particular whatever supply, and it's time for some of these other things to see the light again and see if maybe, I don't know, they have some fun in us, new discoveries this year. We're using what we have, so when I'm using something, I'm showing you just, you know, this thing exists. Let's have some fun with it. I want this one to have a big fat border, so I'm just fat bordering that up. This is just Scotch painter's tape from the paint store, and I'm working on a piece of the Hahnemühle watercolor paper, and I've just cut 3 inches off the end to make it square because I'm feeling in a square mood this week. I'm kind of thinking that I want to maybe do that wonky kind of ovals kind of look. Maybe I'll get a clean water here, and I might just wet these with my spray, and I might have a little test piece out just to see what colors do I really want to use. So this is what I do with the other 3 inches. I use them as test things, but I'm kind of feeling like this color. Ooh, I'm kind of liking that. What about this one? Ooh, it's kind of like a gold, green gold. I kind of like this green. Kind of like that blue. Kind of don't like that blue. I mean, I do. But is it today's color? Because, you know, I'm kind of like, what can I do that's different or funky or fun? What is this color here? It's more like a ochre. I need to do a sample. I need to do my swatch card of this set, which I apparently haven't done, but I kind of need to do it. Okay, I'm kind of feeling like, what are we feeling? Are we feeling these? Are we feeling these? I mean, I'm kind of feeling those personally. And maybe that metallic-y looking one. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking those three. And then we'll do mark making on top of that. So that's where I'm going. That's where we're going today. And I'm going to use my funky oval wash 1/2 inch Princeton Neptune. And I was kind of thinking, okay, maybe if we start in the middle and work our way each way, that will then have like some kind of fun going on. But I'm going to maybe even drip some color in with each other and just have like a fun little sampler of stuff. And I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking more than anything for wonky, because I love my wonky stuff. If you've been around any amount of time, you know I like it wonky. I don't want perfection. I want it to be interesting, and to me, perfection is less interesting. Maybe mix the two colors. The last time I did these, I used granulating colors, and I just used like, you know, 1 or 2 colors, and they were in the moshes probably, and I think I might have done a Daniel Smith one out there somewhere. And this is a way that you could use whatever brand of colors you've got and mix them and make them have more than one color in it, because now we've got 2 colors. I forgot to throw in that 3rd color, but that's okay. Pick 2 colors and go with the 2 color method. And if we start in the center, I feel like maybe it'll be more even than I get sometimes, or maybe not, you know. But maybe just dip your brush in each of the colors, or maybe, you know, pick a solid color, because now I've really gone off the, there we go. I want some of these to be more pure and some to be less pure. That's what I'm thinking. I want some to be pure and some not to be pure. And maybe we could even pick up some color. If you're like, ooh, too dark, we could come back in and, oh, that was too much pickup. Too much pickup. But yeah, just have some fun. Maybe pure. And then maybe we'll come back with some blue and finish this one off. And just see, let's see, I had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, kind of. So we kind of did a little bit better with getting the same number of rows by starting in the middle. It's not that I'm looking for them to be perfect or exact. It's about having some fun. These look more like ovals and these look more like squished off to something else. But we can redefine these with some mark making. That's the goal. Okay, so that was super fun. I like these colors. I mixed more here than there. Kind of like the less mixed a little bit, but it's fun to see the differences. Okay, so I got a pencil. This is my Blackwing matte pencil. And I'm just going to come in here and do some ovals. And again, I'm not looking for perfect. I'm looking for odd. And just kind of spread out. And then we need to let that dry, and then we're going to do some mark making. So I think what I'm going to do is get out my Copic Acrylic markers and pick a few colors. Like, I like the gold. I like this aqua. Is there a fun green? There's kind of a fun green, but I don't know if I like it. There's this green here. Maybe we like it. We'll pull that out. That's what I'm filling from the Copic Acrylic. We've also got temper stick. We can definitely do, okay, look at here. We've got, do I like that color? I don't know if I like that one. Just trying to give you some options here. Choices. Those are basically the same color. Yes, they are. Just showing you different things that you could maybe pick out. I've got Arctic's acrylic marker. I'm kind of staying within my color palette that I've picked. Ooh, look at this one. This is another Arctic's. That's a good one. Okay, I got 2 Arctic's. I'm giving myself choices here. This is 63 and 65. It's a blue and a green off of the Copic apple green and peacock green. Temper sticks, I've got, these are the pastel set and the classic set from the Shuttle Art. Also got a gold. Just letting these dry as I'm talking. But it just goes to show you, you could do this project, and there's a couple on my YouTube channel now. If you go back in the videos, you can do this project with any paints, which is why I like it. And it's fun, and they turn out cool. After it gets to this point, and it's already done the tricks it's going to do, I don't mind drying it at that point. Usually I let them, dry naturally, but when I'm filming, I'm ready to like move on. But now we've dried 90%. There's just a little bit here, so I feel like they've done the tricks they're gonna do. And this is my inspiration piece too. This is one that I did with one of the other paints, and I don't remember which paint it was. It could have been Masha's, it could have been Daniel Smith, I just don't remember. Oh, I think this might have been Masha's Shadow Turquoise and Shadow Green. But very similar with a different paint brand. So it just kind of goes to show you, you don't have to have anything that I'm using to paint some of these projects. It's all about playing and experimenting with what you have, and especially with the watercolors, maybe picking up 2 colors and maybe even dripping in a 3rd color. So if I dripped in that 3rd color that we had kind of looked at on our sampler, that color that I'm like, oh, I like that too, that kind of would have been that lighter color. So if I had dipped that 3rd color in, I could have mimicked this color way very easily without having the same paints. So I just wanted to point that out because that's one of my very favorite ones, and we can do that in any brand that we have. So now I'm just going to do some fun mark making in these because that's what makes this so interesting and allows you to play and experiment with your tools. Use whatever you got. get kind of creative. Samplers are not about copying what I'm doing with the same things I'm doing it with. They are about experimenting with what you have and learning how to play with your own supplies and your own paper and mixing some colors and having some fun and not getting hung up on, I can't do that because I don't have what you have. You're totally missing the point if you're getting hung up on what I'm using versus what you've got available. Use what you have on hand. I want you to have fun with the materials that you've already got, learning them and having some fun and experimenting them, and then maybe even mimicking different techniques with different brands of paint. Like I just mimicked that whole thing with a totally different brand, totally different type of paint, one that's a Japanese with a different kind of binder than traditional Western watercolors. So I love that about the experimenting and the play. Let's see, I'm just going to maybe get that started. Oop, there we go. And then if you see some stuff that I'm doing that you're like, ooh, I didn't like that, then don't do that on yours. Now you can make your sampler truly special and exactly what you might like. If you're looking at that thinking, ooh, I would do that differently, do it. Show up at your art table and do it differently and see what you can create. Let's see, feeling gold. I'm kind of feeling gold Kuretake though. This is my Kuretake gold mica ink that I put in a fine line bottle, and I just used a pipette to put that ink from that into my fine line bottle. It made it so much easier to use. But I feel like we need some of these. Let's get my little test piece of paper so I can kind of get it started, kind of test it out there. I like the Kuretake because it is the goldest of the gold. Like, it is very shimmery and lovely, and it's turned out to be my favorite. Use whatever you have. There's lots of different inks and stuff out there that would do the same thing, and by playing and experimenting, you'll find your favorites. It's not about what I'm using. It is about taking these projects and playing and experimenting and turning it into something fun with what you have. It's all about the play. It's not about what I'm using or what you're using. Why did I have a wet spot there? Darn it. I need that wet spot not to be there. Where did that come from? So if you have any that are like extra big spots, go put a couple extra big spots so that it didn't look like one was a mistake. It looked like you did it on purpose. You strategically made some larger spots. I might do it over here too. So it looks very on purpose. Because sometimes it's just not going to do what you want it to do. So now creatively problem solve that situation by duplicating whatever that problem was, basically. Okay, that's fun. What else do we want to do? I kind of want to get out maybe white. So I'm kind of thinking the Signo Uniball white could be a possibility. Get this started. Where do I want to put that? Let's see. How about right through here? So it's really fun on these. You could leave some of them empty, and you could try to do a different little pattern in each of those just for some fun. differences and interest as you're looking around your piece. I have a paint stick that I use for my hand to keep it off the artwork. This is just from the paint store. It's a nice 5-gallon bucket type of stir stick for paint from the paint store. It's my favorite hand rest because I like that it's a little bit wider than a regular artist maul, and the length is perfect for working at my table here. Okay, I like that. I need another one. Let's put it right here. Well, I wanted the line a little bit sketchy, but it's even sketchier than I'm wanting it. So that could be due to the watercolor not being completely dry, or it could be the watercolor, or it could be my pen. But I want it to be kind of sketchy, so I'm good with that. Now, I just maybe need one more. So what might we need? Do we need something dark? Ooh, how about this green? Oh, let's do the green. Okay, let's do... Okay, that might be too dark. I think that every time I pull this one out, it's a big Posca marker. Every time I pull this one out, it's darker than I intended it to be every single time, and I still keep trying to use it. But I don't think it's too much. I just think we need to spread it out. Like maybe we'll do one over here. Oh, I did have, okay, I also had this temper stick over here I kind of meant to use, and it's that dark color too, so I could kind of pull this out just as like a big mark. Like, yeah, and we could do a third one just as something different. And then I did have this one. Was this one just too much? Oh, I kind of copied that one though. Oh no, I didn't really mean to copy that, but that's okay. Make those a little fatter so they're a little tiny bit different. Ooh, there we go. Okay, super fun. Any that look obvious, I've kind of left those two empty. That one's empty. Okay, I think I'm kind of good with that. Look how fun this is. These are so fun. I enjoy these. Let's put the paint stick back. Let's peel the tape. Let's see what we got. Peeling the tape always reveals the finish to me. Like, lets me know, does it need anything else? It lets me evaluate it with a clean frame around it. I like tape. I like peeling tape. I like getting the... I don't like going edge to edge on the paper because then you didn't get the fun of the tape reveal. I gotta dry it before I smear those fat gold circles, which you know I will do. I am the clumsiest person when it comes to some of these. Look how good this one turned out, and I like that it's a different shape than our original inspiration pieces. Check it out. Oh my goodness, now that's pretty. You could do this 100 different times with 2 to 3 different colors every time and end up with the coolest samplers where you played with your different supplies, you tested stuff out, and you ended up with something that could be framed and really beautiful hanging. So hope you enjoyed this little sampler, trying it out with some different paints and how we could mix and get something very similar to other pieces that we've done without using the same paints of the original piece. How fun was that? Hope you enjoyed hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys next time.